Hi guys.
Hi.
We're about ready to start the name tags. So what a fun week. We get to make 5 different types of name tags today. And we're going to show you how. What we'd like to do is just start you right off with making sure that all of your supplies are cut and fused. So we're going to be preparing all of the stabilizer, the chalkboard, the deco, all that stuff. All right, so get all your supplies together and we'll see you on here in just a moment. Now for the webbing, 3 by 3. This is Deco Magic, and we need 10.
4.5 by 3.5.
4.5 by 3.5. So Sue is cutting the applique fabric, and the dimensions are not in there, they're just implied, which is that the deco, it needs to be 3 by 3, and we need to have 4 of them because there's 4 applique name tags in total. So we are making them a solid color because there's going to be an embroidery on top of it, and we want to make sure that those designs come out. So we're making them from a solid green and a solid red. Next is the actual name tags, where we can actually have some patterns, because it should be visible. So these need to be 3.5 by 4.5. Again, it's just implied. It's not in the directions. It's just implied.
We figured it out.
Yeah, Sue did.
Because they did not know.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh. And how many did you want of these? Let's see, we have
4 of the patterned, so whichever combination of that, and then 1 of this one, because it's gonna use the non-applique Christmas tree design on it.
Well, this is gonna get 2 out of just this piece. These
Okay.
pieces. Oh wait, we have these 2, 1, 2. So, okay.
And we could do 1 of that color too.
I love that green.
Oh, I see. You'll do 2 of each. That's a good idea. Okay, so we need to iron and fuse things together, but before we do that, we need to make sure that, you see how the little squirrely, like, bleep, it's gonna go bleep, like that, okay? So we're gonna iron this, all these pieces, and we're gonna fuse on what we need to fuse on. I'll be with you in just a moment. We're gonna chat about it. Okay, so the first step says that with a medium temperature iron, fuse the webbing to each of the applique fabric's wrong side. So if you remember that the webbing is 3 by 3, and we need to fuse them to, here they are. We need to fuse these two together. Okay, so now number 2, medium temperature iron, fuse a piece of Deco Magic to the front fabric's wrong side. Okay, so here's our Deco Magic, and we're going to do, this is the Deco Magic, and we're going to fuse it to these. Okay, so my question to Sue is, which side is the fusible side? And she says, did you see that? Oh, the camera's catching it. Yes. You see they're shiny? That's the side that's fusible, okay?
This has nothing.
That does not have it. So find the shiny side. And am I correct in saying that if this is the back of the fabric, that's the front, it needs to go the shiny side on the back, correct? All right. So we're trying to figure out how to do this chalkboard.
Yeah.
This chalkboard, we're not sure if it peels off. So
We just know that it
Sue
has-
has her magic eyes going on.
Yeah.
She peers over her glasses and she tries to take it off. We'll tell you what we discover here in just a moment. Dun, da, da, da.
Ta-da.
Look at that.
So
It's a thing. It does peel
it
off.
does peel off. So
There's a front side and a back side to this
Yeah.
chalkboard, isn't there?
we are going to put the plastic up on top
With the Deco
with
Magic
the Deco
behind
Magic
it.
behind.
Okay.
Okay.
Very important.
We'll try it and we'll let you know.
Okay, we're experimenting. We have got our Walter Floriani press cloth. We've got the chalkboard. The shiny part is down, okay? And the Deco Magic, the shiny part is up, okay? And they're gonna stick together, hopefully, with this thing, with this on top. Okay, see you in a minute.
Awesome.
Okay, it's on the Deco Magic. It's on there. It's fused, and she's peeling, and that looks like chalkboard.
Yep. But we need to be sure we're going to need to press it again with your cloth.
Okay, it's got
because
little bubbles in it.
It has bubbles. So be sure, and maybe next we'll use the press
Okay,
and try that.
press.
Mhm.
As in, I used this. Are you talking about the press cloth?
Press cloth on the press.
Oh, on the. Okay, we're gonna show you the press. It's a special machine.
Yes, and it's fun.
Okay, we'll do that. And Sue has got her faithful soldiers all lined up here.
Try to make it a little bit quicker.
Okay, and do the press cloth on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this to try to eliminate the bubbles that we noticed from the first one that we did. Okay,
Because the press has pressure.
pressure is what we need to get those bubbles out, right?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, here it goes.
This is the one I wanted
No
out.
steam, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Oh, look at how straight they are.
Yay!
So we need to let them cool a little bit before
Okay.
we peel off.
And that'll be okay because we'll only use part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they look good. Okay, so now, guess what time it is? Hang on, I got it. Oh, gotta open it up with one hand because look what's in here. Dark chocolate chips and some tea. Oh my, it's a little chocolate time and we can start sewing. Can't wait. So here is the machine. We're ready. We've got all of our stabilizer and chalk and everything ironed on all nice and pretty. It looks so good. I can't wait to make this all, you guys. This is gonna be so cute. And so I've got it all here ready to go. And now we got to make the machine do its magic. Okay, so I went through this once before with Teacher Sue, and
I'm here.
Yes, many times she's chuckling and you have no idea. So this is how we do it, and she's gonna sit beside me and make sure I do it correctly. So I go over here. Then let's see. Here is the chalkboard tags. I want to go there, and I'm gonna open up the embroidery files. Okay. Now, according to the instructions, this is exactly as it says it is. It's 1, gift tag 2, gift tag 3, 4, and 5. Now, these guys are all the same, but they are DST. We are going to go with PES, okay? Now, what I asked Sue earlier was, how do I want to put all 5 of them on the hoop so I don't have to keep hooping every single part. And so, as you can see, I'm gonna show you over the edge of the table. That is our stabilizer and hoop. This is the hoop we're gonna be using. It's huge. Isn't that awesome? We can put all 5 of them on there. And so, she showed that if I press that, she put in the frame size that we're going to be using. And she put that in there so that therefore when we go to pick we can know when we go to pick all of our gift tags and how many we can fit on there, it goes and it puts it right in those dimensions right in and make sure that our boundaries are correct. So here we go. We're going to pick gift tag 1 and we're going to set it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to edit it because we need to move it.
You don't have to edit.
I'll show them one way of doing it, right? I could either use the arrows, which is the first thing I did. I went tap, 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 tap all over the place. Or, watch this, guys. Whoop. This was magic for me. That was a lot of fun. I did that when she was out getting her lunch because I was afraid that if I did it wrong, I'd get in trouble. So I was playing.
I'm
So yeah, she's so mean.
Know.
Actually, I just want approval or something like that. Okay, so now we're gonna.
She can do it herself.
I want to see if I can do it. Then I'm gonna add on another one. Mm-hmm. So I press add. I go over here to this little pitchfork, and I go to the chalkboard tags, embroidery files. All right, ready for number 2, PES number 2, and we press set, and we're gonna move him over here to this side. Look how slick that is. Oh, and then we're gonna add another one. See, now you guys are gonna be faster than me.
You're getting there.
Okay,
Getting fast.
embroidery and gift tag number 3. Now this one does not have applique. We want to remember that, okay? So this one's gonna be treated a little bit differently than the rest. Okay, so I'm gonna put him right in the middle because he is gonna be treated special. He does not have applique. All right, we're gonna add on the other ones. Chalkboard, embroidery file, gift tag number 4. Set. Oh, it looks like a scramble, doesn't it? But he moves separately. All right. And then we're gonna add the last one. Gift tag number 5, PES. Set. And we're gonna drag him down. Ta-da! Maybe a little bit more like that. And there they are. Woohoo!
Yay!
Okay, so now we are at number 5. It says here, thread with matte thread and embroider the placement line color number 1. And center the Deco Magic fabric unit, 3.5 by 4.5 over that placement line. Excuse me. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take gift tag number 1, starting right here, And I have put in the black matte thread as well as black matte bobbin. And we're going to, let's see, we got to thread it. Da-dun, da-dun. I feel like there should be music on that. That's so pretty. Okay, and down it goes. I sure hope that it goes over there to the side. Oh, and look, no. Okay, it is. It's gonna do its thing. Whew. I sure hope it knows what it's doing because I don't. And it's got like this little snowflake in there. This is the fabric that I'm gonna choose with the Deco Magic that's fused onto it. And I'm gonna put it right over the top of that placement line. Okay. And remember, it's okay for it to tape to go over that because it'll just rip right off the tape. Now it's going to put down the applique placement line right there. Color number 3. Okay, now it says here, thread with matte thread and score the release paper from one of the piece of the applique fabric. So on the back of here, I'm gonna score it with this, and I'm gonna peel it back, and it'll reveal the sticky part, and I will be able to then place that right over the top of this applique placement line. Excellent. Over here. And it's time to be able to sew it on there. Embroider number 4. Okay, now we're going to trim away the excess fabric using the applique scissors, and then we're going to press the applique fabric for 30 seconds until it has bonded, using a medium temperature iron to fuse the webbing to the magic. Okay, now we're going to thread with metallic thread and embroider the decorative hand look stitch. That's what's going to create that shiny snowflake. So let's put some metallic thread on here. The other thing I've decided to do is actually take this metallic thread, because it is metallic thread and it's kind of squirrely. Can you see? It's kind of... Anyway, so I'm going to put it on this little satellite, up and then down through that back part, and then configure it in the same way as before. All right. Should be good as new now. All right, it says remove the hoop from the machine, but don't unhoop the fabric. And center a Deco Magic chalkboard unit over the exposing stitches on the back of the hoop. Place the Deco Magic side against the stabilizer and tape to secure. All right, Sue's gonna show us. Okay, so here's the back side of the hoop.
And I've taken off the plastic off of the chalkboard pieces, or piece. And then I'm going to lay that on top, making sure everything is covered. And this, I'm just gonna tape it down, being sure that my tape is secure.
Okay, thread with white matte thread, return the hoop to the machine, embroider the tack down stitch color, and embroider the rest of the design, color number 7 and 8. Okay, now so I've put the white matte thread on there, and I have put it on the bobbin as well. Okay. I've got that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to take the tape off of the back part of the chalk, and then we're gonna do number 2, 4, and 5. Now leave number 3 for us to do with us, and I will just repeat everything that we've been doing, but for number 2, number 4, and number 5. All right, and now we'll see you back here for number 3.
Okay.
All right, here we are. We are ready for number 3. So here's my number 1 and number 2. 3 is going to go right in the center. There's number 4 and number 5. So what I had to do over here is I had to go, in order to find this one, I just had to go back on some stitches and find it until I could find the very beginning of number 3. Okay? Now we're going to do the same thing with number 3 as we have to all the others, except for we don't have to do the applique part of it. Now, Sue brought up a really good point, and that is, you notice that where it begins, the stitch down line, do you see how it's overlapping on this one? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, before I start number 3, I'm going to just cut that off so that it can start like that. I'm going to cut both parts off. Make sure that you take a look at where it begins and doesn't overlap with some of the other stitches. All right, I trimmed it back like this. So that's the starting spot. It won't be running into each other. Here's the placement line.
Beware of the other.
Okay, and it didn't run into those. Yay, woo!
Woohoo!
And it's gonna tack it down now. The cross stitch. And to keep this little name tag from being boring, I am using the metallic. But the metallic has to take a little trip. It's got to go around, and through here and back over here, and we're revising it. And Sue is actually my metallic holder. So, because it's just being a little squirrely. So here, let's try it, make sure it works. Okay, look at that. You can see it worked out. The metallic worked really well. Now the next part, which is this right here, is to tack down the chalk. So make sure that you flip this over and you tape the chalk to the back like I have the others. See this? So we need to put that chalk right back here, which here it is. Okay, so I've got this. You can see the pink tape underneath, and I've put on a yellow thread, and now it's time to tack down the chalk. That's a lot better. I like the yellow there. It gives it just a little sparkle, so it's not just all just red and green. That's next. And then the satin stitch. So now we finally get to unhoop the whole thing. Ta-da! Look at that. I'm gonna set this on the ground for right now. And we're going to
Rip it up.
rip it up.
Nope. Pull on your tearaway. It's a tearaway stabilizer.
Just rip it like this.
Yep. And then go in, because you want to go inside.
Uh-huh.
Just rip it up. As close inside as you can get it, so it doesn't show. No. Yep, take them apart. There you go. Now you got it.
Okay. Obviously, I need practice ripping my Christmas presents. This is how I'm gonna, this is, I promise not to be this awkward on Christmas morning. How do you open your presents? Well, you know, my dad uses a pocket knife.
Uh-huh.
It's funny.
For
It just
opening?
takes him forever to open up his gifts. And as a kid, I would just be like, oh, open it already.
Isn't that funny how some things... When you pull that, it's better stitched down, so it's like it's already pre-cut.
Yes, okay. Look at that. Now, follow me for how we're going to cut them and make them look nice. So what are we doing?
It says I'm supposed to leave 1/8 of an inch, and these rulers have your 1/8 marked. So this one is 1/8 of an inch. This is 1/4, 3/8, half.
Okay.
5/8. So I am going to line that up so that
With this stitching right in here,
with
right?
the stitching, yep, it's right along there.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of stuff in there. This one, I'm gonna do with scissors.
Okay.
All right. I like this, it looks a glow. It's really nice that these rulers have that marking on them, because it really does make it easier to see. Line it up nicely because I can. I really think this looks a glow. I'm gonna push it go by.
Okay, so I'm going to cut the circular one out with the scissors, and I'm going to use the professionals because I cannot imagine an easier thing to do. Look how thick that is. And these scissors just cut through it like nobody's business. So cute. Look at them. Now I have another one here I need to do as well. This one needs to be done with the scissors. Try to stay real close here. And I'm going to use the tip of it to make sure I get that edge right in there. Come around this way. It's amazing. These scissors are so sharp. There it is.
Oh.
Adorable. Just need to cut these little things off to make it look super professional. And now it's time to see if this hole punch works. We'll see.
Should we take a vote?
Should we take a vote as to whether they're going to work? Let's start with the fact that I don't think that actually even goes inside.
Yep.
We're going to need another hole punch.
Okay, we're gonna try this again.
Yeah. We're going to use one of these things because the other was no good. Okay. So we're going to line this up here. And you need a lot of strength.
And believe me, I mean a lot of strength. When you get yours done, you'll understand why we say a lot of strength.
You might need some kind of like man folk to help you with this.
Or you might need a poundy one. Yay, did you hear that?
There's a pop to it.
There's a pop that means, oh, by the way, I went through.
Yep. And there it is.
There we go. Look at how pretty. And now we can add our hanging tag.
All right, do it to all the other ones. And what we're going to use is we're going to use the rip rack that we've made from a previous project. We're going to use this rick rack. Let's do a green one here.
Well, and you can just tie the ends together.
Look at that.
Look at how pretty.
That is so cute. And then we're just going to tie these ends together. So anyways, you can have all kinds of fun with your ribbon. And okay guys, so we finished our project
and they look absolutely
they really
adorable.
really do. And I chose the rickrack that we had used earlier on the pet stocking. And remember I told you that we took some time to just actually
make extra,
and that's what we use them for. Okay, and each one of these are just slightly different, and they're just so adorable. Okay, they really are.
Yes,
they're beautiful little creations. So but they take a long time for just the 5, right?
Yeah.
And so I talked to Sue about you know, there's other ways of being able to make your name tags faster and still personalize them as well. And so she decided to take me on a little detour of other possibilities for cutting up and making the name tags. So that's what we're going to do right now for you. Okay, so hold on just a moment. We're going to show you around. So here are Hope Yoder's license to create. Here's the ones that we just made, and they have the chalk in the back, and they're just beautiful. But did you know that you could make something as well that looks just fairly similar, but it's made out of this paper like this? And so Sue is going to show us some of the things. We're going to do it with green paper.
So do you want me to go all the way back?
Yeah, show us how to do it all the way back. And how it's just so easy to do. We're going to be using the Brother Scan and Cut. And I asked her lots and lots of questions, just because that's what I'm good at doing, is asking lots of questions.
She's very new to this, so it's really good that she asks the questions.
So this is not any kind of special paper at all. This is just regular, you just go cardstock paper. And so you can choose any of the colors. And so we're gonna just go with green for right now. So you don't have to like come here to the store. You can just go to Office Depot and get your cardstock if you wanted to, okay? But the things that you do need, it looks like, is gonna be
this is a Scan and Cut mat. This is a standard tack mat, and this one is a low tack mat. And there's also now with the new machine that came out of fabric, is a fabric tack mat. So if you're using just fabric and no backing on it, that's the one you would use. Okay. So we're just going to go to the menu and we're going to choose patterns. Okay. Because it has a lot of built-in patterns. You don't have to make up any. You don't have to download any. It's really nice. So, and I know you're going to say, well, why? This one I know is where the tags are. But see, you have all these choices of designs. And there's pages. And you go till there's no more arrows. So you got all kinds of flowers. And we can go, we got snowflakes, clouds, earth. And we have animals. Just fun, cute. Or
this is how to personalize it. So say if you've got a pet one, I noticed that you had a pet one. That's cute. Or if you have a biker.
Yeah, it's a travel.
And let's say you have a pilot that you're gonna give them a gift. That would be super fun.
Yeah, and you have food. Who doesn't like food? And then there's just all. This is like very holiday-ish because there's Halloween, Easter, weddings.
Oh wow!
Babies. So, and did you see the stocking on the last one?
Yeah, I did.
There's cakes, Christmas tree. Oh, and there's a reindeer.
Aww.
Shall we cut him on one of our?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to pull him in, and I'm going to make him smaller because our, what do you call it? Our name tags or gift tags are not going to be, we want them to fit. So I'm going to hit that size. I'm going to hit OK. And we're just going to do one of them.
Set. It's interesting. They have the same words that the Brother Machine
does. So now we're gonna add, and we're gonna
And again, it's the same kind of button, add.
Go back to pattern, because that's where we found what we wanted. Pattern. We're gonna go back to the tower and the tree. Whoops. Guess what? I didn't push hard.
And then there's the name tags.
And
I
then
see them.
here is the name tags. So here's your gift tags. So
I keep calling them name tags.
Well,
you do put names
you do
on them.
put names on them. So I just changed the size just a little bit, fit more on my paper. And I'm gonna hit OK. Now these I want more of, so I'm gonna hit, and then I'm gonna hit set, because that's how many I want. And look, there they are on my screen.
Oh, then there's the reindeer. And there's 4 gift tags.
Yep. So then I'm gonna hit add again. And I'm gonna go back to pattern. And pattern. Back here, because that's, and we're gonna do another style, right? And I think we picked this one last time because the one that we have is similar. All right. Hit OK. Yes, that's one we want. There's only one piece. And let's do 3 of those. Okay. And there, it stacked it in. Nice for me.
So you didn't even have to like try to scrunch it in yourself. They just set it in.
It just kind of just sets it up and getting the most use, because I would personally would be afraid to put them so close together, but if it sets it up for you. What I want to do though is I want to take this reindeer and I want to edit him. So I want to do object edit. And the reason I want to do that is because if I put him down, he's not going to fit.
No, he's not.
So I want to shrink him down a little bit more. And I can do OK. And then this is my rotate button.
Okay.
Okay.
So that looks like a rotate button too.
Yeah, but I want to tilt him a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah.
There we go.
Huh.
Right? What do you think? Is that
Looks
okay?
good. Yeah, looks good.
All right. So, should we add something else in there? And we hit OK. We can hit add. We can go back to pattern. And hit pattern. Back here.
This is some bicycles.
We want to ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to make him. Do you want them to fit on the thing?
Yeah.
All right. Because we're going to have to tilt them too.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to hit OK.
He's itty bitty.
But look at how cute.
They are really cute.
So I'm going to select one and I'm going to hit the edit button.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, so here we go. We're going to... let's tilt him a little first. Oh, you're doing wheelies. Oh, okay. All right, let's see how he looks. What do you think?
That's cute.
I think it needs to be just a tad bit smaller. So let's go back. And we're just going to make him a bit. Okay.
So there we've got some bicycles inside, and we have one on the outside and all.
Sticking down my paper. And now I'm going to load my mat. Being careful to get it right against the thing there. And this is my button to load and unload my mat.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold it in so it doesn't come loose. And then I'm just going to start it. Once it starts, I'll let go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hit OK because I'm finished editing. And I'm going to hit OK again. Oh, wait a second. I forgot. We want to be sure that everybody fits in.
Okay.
So we're going to scan our mat so that we know that everything fits on our piece of paper.
Okay.
So we're going to hit the scan and hit start. Everything that's on our page. And it usually cuts in the order that you put it in.
Okay.
Just like your embroidery machine that
Oh,
stitches
yeah.
in the order that you put it in. And voila, it's finished cutting. So I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to take off my mat and then remove the excess paper. All right.
Love it yet.
And then,
Bicycles. Oh my word.
and then we also have over here, let's see if I have a different tool. All right.
Comes with things inside. Huh?
Yes, those are a little storage.
Oh yeah. So here's Bertha. Putting like drawing on there. And here's little twinkle embellishing parts. Wow. Oh, so cute. You can even add them on to the ones.
Check it out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then put them on one of those rack.
Oh, yeah.
So the possibilities are endless.
They really are. You could
all
even
the
put
shapes that you have.
you could even put this green on
Yep.
top of a red one like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's quite addicting. I did it last
my
year for
goodness.
Christmas, and it was so much fun.
Oh, look at that. It just keeps going.
And you got your bread bows you can put on, see?
Wow, that's amazing. Look at all that.
So if I got you thinking a little bit more about Scan and Cut now?
Yeah. All right, so you guys, the possibilities are endless, and this is just a tip of the iceberg. We just wanted to be able to show you other ways to be able to make your gift cards. If you want to make them artisan, of course, Hope Yoders are super classy. They're beautiful. I mean, basically, you could almost give them as gifts. They're just beautiful, all on their own, you know. Or you can go with something much faster and still have them be personalized and all
pretty.
that. So,
Yeah.
thank you.